Well, new at 6, an airline with a huge presence at Charlotte Douglas Airport is under the spotlight tonight.
American Airlines and the FAA are facing questions and scrutiny from the Department of Transportation for what the feds call a lack of oversight in its maintenance practices. Now, Fox 46 Chief Transportation Correspondent Hawker Vanguard tonight explains what the new report means.
The reliability and safety record of our country's airlines is a foundation held together by a group of people who know an aircraft down to the bolt.
Well, the aviation maintenance technician is an integral part in the entire aviation safety chain. If you take any of those links out, then leads to incidents.
Eric Kelly is an aviation mechanic who spent the better part of 20 years working on aircraft of all size. He says the cornerstone of aviation is safety, and keeping track of times where a process or procedure wasn't followed is important.
Anytime that a mistake is made, it needs to be corrected and procedures put into place to keep that from happening again. Maintenance organizations, or whether it be airline or general aviation, they'll catch problems in the system and actually report those and make changes ahead of time. We don't have to sit back and wait for the governing agency to come back and tell us, hey, this needs to be done.
A report from the Department of Transportation Inspector General alleges that the FAA failed to hold American Airlines culpable when maintenance violations were caught by FAA inspectors. The DOT says in many instances, the FAA closed the case before American could report back reasons for their non-compliance.
When an airline doesn't follow the rules of the FAA, one of two things can happen. They can be issued a compliance or an enforcement action. In a compliance action, it's more of a warning. They're asked to write things up to document to make sure that issue doesn't happen again. But in an enforcement action, they're levied civil penalties and fines. And what this recent report found is that American Airlines made a stark swap of those two things, with more enforcement actions happening in previous years, with more compliance actions happening now.
The report is more based around the FAA and that oversight and the SMS program. And the safeguards that were put in place. And within the FAA itself, it looks like there was a breakdown in root cause analysis when you really look at it.
Gary Peterson is the Air Division president with the union representing American mechanics, known as the Association. He says the effectiveness of those inspectors is what the DOT is looking at and stands by the safety record of mechanics represented by the TWU-IAM.
The industry's been as safe as ever. The question is, that's only as good as the next, so to speak, accident or issue that comes about. So what we're always trying to do within our ASAP program is stop that from happening well in advance of an error being made.
American Airlines and the FAA both responding to this DOT report. The FAA saying they're willing to look at some of the recommendations, like stepping up training for those inspectors. American Airlines saying they look forward to working with the FAA to create a better safety management system. At Charlotte Douglas, I'm Hawker Vanguard. Back to you.